So here's a cash flow report for Lake Havasu. We beat that number by over $10,000. Pretty darn happy about it. So here's a cash flow report for Lake Havasu. Picked it up for $265,000, 10% down, 2.625% interest rate. We paid no closing costs, got the seller to do that, even got the seller to buy out our mortgage insurance, so eliminated that part of the monthly payment. It's a pretty low payment, to say the least. All right, after we closed, we dropped $12,000 into the house to furnish it and do some minor repairs and stuff. It was pretty much turnkey. Got it on the market at the very end of January 2021, and by the end of February, we brought in $4,500 in revenue, and after the mortgage payment for that month and other things, which there really wasn't much else, we walked away with $3,500. March was a little bit higher revenue, but we hired a cleaner to clean the house for us and had some repairs and maintenance expense, utilities, things like that. $2,300. Then in April, we started a backyard renovation project where we dropped almost $10,000 into the backyard over a period of 4 months. Most of that in a 2-month period. We kind of went there at the end of April after accumulating a ton of supplies and worked a 3-day weekend in the Lake Havasu heat. I got heat stroke. Anyways, so these numbers reflect a negative amount. In reality, this money we were dumping into an account in January, February, March. We paid these for these supplies on a credit card, and so the money for that month was still going into an account, and then we paid off the entire balance of the credit card by about July or August, and now it's a strictly cash venture. There's no debt on the house besides the mortgage, and we've actually started paying ourselves. So these numbers reflect just basically spending and revenue, period, not accounting for the fact that not all the money went into our pocket or came out of our pocket, right? We have paid ourselves several $1,000s at this point. It's December now. From the house, the backyard was paid for by the revenue from the house, and November was a little slow, about $350, made up for the October. That was barely a break-even month. December's all right. January, February, March, I expect it to pick up, and we're going to have a kick-ass year next year on this property. And here's just the straight booking revenues for the entire year. $49,000, almost $50,000 year to date in total revenue, which beats my initial estimate of $38,000 on this property, which made sense at the time for a $265,000 house. We beat that number by over $10,000. Pretty darn happy about it.